Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be going over the 4 brand new LEGO Marvel's Eternal sets that were found in a brand new LEGO catalog, and I'll be sure to leave the source down below at the top of the description of this video. But for now, we're going to get straight into it here on my thoughts for these sets, because they are definitely pretty interesting and really unique for sure, so let's get straight into it with the first set. Alright, so first up here we have the Eternals Ariel Assault. This one is set number 76145, and it will include 133 pieces and will retail for $13.99 in Canada, and I would guess that in the US it'll be $9.99. And this set is definitely a weird one. When I first saw this, it was the first one I saw on my Instagram feed, and I was like, what theme is this even from? Because I'd completely forgotten about the Eternals, so I didn't really connect the dots, and then I finally realized, oh yeah, these were supposed to be coming out. So it's definitely a unique one. You can see the 2 minifigures that were included are Sprite and Icarus, who of course are characters that we haven't been introduced to yet in the MCU, but still pretty exciting. I do like the amount of detail on both of their torsos. I think that looks really fantastic, and they are versing up against an evil Deviant, as they call it, which just looks like a crazy build. Honestly, I don't even know what it's really meant to be representing. I know it's just meant to be kind of like a monster looking thing, but I don't know specifically within the MCU film when that comes out what it's actually going to like be from. I have no idea. It's just a weird looking alien, but I think this is a pretty decent set here. You get 2 really cool looking minifigures for sure with some great torso prints, and the build is definitely a unique one. Then the next set that we have here is set number 76154, the Deviant Ambush. This one will include 197 pieces and will retail for $29.99 in Canada. My guess would be either $19.99 in the US or $24.99 in the US. Those would be my 2 guesses, but as you can see, the price is only in Canadian on this catalog. But we can see here that this one is another really unique design here. Now, the minifigures that we get included here are some pretty cool ones. They are Thena, Makari, and then we have the exclusive Gilgamesh, and sorry if I mispronounce any of their names, of course, I'm not familiar with the pronunciation at this point because I haven't seen the film, but I think that it's definitely some really cool looking minifigures here, some great printing on all of them. I really do like Gilgamesh as well, who I'm fairly sure is the one to the furthest on the left side of the photo there, so you can kind of see him a little bit, a tiny bit of a blur because these aren't absolutely HD photos, but I think that he looks pretty fantastic. And then the Deviant once again looks pretty good. I do like the design of that, and I think it's overall a pretty interesting set. For 30 bucks, I feel like it's pretty good value for the figures that you're getting here, and an exclusive one at that. Now the next set that we have here is set number 76155 in Arisham's Shadow, and this one will include 693 pieces and retail for $79.99 Canadian, and should retail for what I would assume will be $69.99 USD, or maybe $59.99 USD, or $64. Who's to say? I'm not too sure. It's always kind of changing around with LEGO, but this set is probably my favorite one out of the bunch. It's kind of tied with this one and the next one that I'll go over, but I like the design of the Celestial figure here. I think it's so cool to finally see that in LEGO form, because I've known about the Celestial figures. I'm pretty sure we've seen some of them in the Guardians of the Galaxy films, at least I believe the second one. I'm not too sure if I'm right about that, but I'm sure that we've had mention of them at least in the MCU, so it's cool to see this in LEGO form here, which is really awesome. And then the minifigures as well. We're getting Ajax, Kingo, Icarus, and Circe as well, so some really great looking figures there, which is pretty awesome. And we also get a Deviant included as well, which is pretty cool, so I like seeing that as well. I think that's kind of cool. And the Celestial as well is going to have a light up brick in the middle of their chest, so I do like seeing that also. And I like the use of like the Nexo Knights piece as well as kind of like those little shield areas there. I think that looks really great, and it looks like a really well articulated sort of mech, I suppose you could call it. I know it's not really meant to be piloted by someone, as you can see, but I think that it's kind of got a similar sort of feel to it in the build, and yeah, I think that it's just overall a pretty great looking set. Now the final set that we have here that has been revealed thus far, because keep in mind there should be more Eternal sets releasing at some point and being revealed, so keep a lookout for those, but the last one that we have for this video is set number 76156, the Rise of the Domo. It will include 1,040 pieces and will retail for $119.99 Canadian, and then what I would assume will wind up being $99.99 USD or $89.99 for that price, and this one will include 2 Deviant figures in it, which look pretty good, kind of similar to the other ones, but I'm sure there's slight differences between each model. And then we have 6 Eternals minifigures as well, and it's going to include Makari, Icarus, Thena, Cersei, Druig, and Phastos, and Druig and Phastos are going to be the 2 exclusive ones for this set, and I'm pretty sure they are the ones, the furthest minifigure to the right with kind of the purple looking torso, and then the other one with the purple looking torso. I'm fairly sure those are the 2 exclusive ones, so some pretty cool minifigures there. Once again, just some fantastic detail on all of them, I would say, and I like the bright color schemes to them as well, and the design of this ship is definitely a unique one. I think that it has a cool design because you can kind of open it up and almost make it into a bit of a playset and a base for them, it looks like, so I do like that design. It honestly kind of reminds me, I know this might sound a little weird, but of the Millennium Falcon. I don't know if it's just the gray color scheme, but it just looks like something that could be out of Star Wars, I feel like. So something like that. I know it might not seem like it, but it's definitely kind of a little reminiscent of that in some ways, and I really like the dish pieces as well. I'm not sure if that's going to wind up being prints or stickers, but nonetheless it looks great, and it's just a really unique design. That's something I could definitely really like congratulate these sets on, is being unique, and I think this one really nails it. Alright, so that's going to conclude my video here for the 4 brand new LEGO Marvel Eternal sets here. Be sure to let me know which ones are your favorites down below in the comment section. Are you going to be picking up these sets, or are you going to try to wait for when the movie releases, or at least a trailer for the film, to kind of get a feel for what the vibe is going to be with the film and kind of get to know the characters as well? It's kind of like LEGO's taking a gamble here, similar to what they did with the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. They didn't really know, of course, if that film was going to wind up being a hit or a flop, and it wound up working out for that, so hopefully it winds up being the same case for Eternals, because I think these have some really cool concepts to them, definitely some unique ones, so I would love to see the film succeed, of course, and then the sets hopefully along with that. So yeah, just overall a really cool wave of sets here, and if you did enjoy this video, I would highly appreciate it if you could leave a like down below, and also subscribe if you want to see my future content. I'll also link at the end of this video. I did a video on the LEGO Ninjago City Gardens as well, which was recently revealed in the LEGO catalog, so be sure to check out that video as well if it interests you. But thanks so much, I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.